event is finally here. What is the declamation contest about? The declamation contest is about encouraging our children to learn and recite poetry, specifically African and Nigerian poetry. And for the last 3 years, we've been celebrating Mr. D.K. Chukwumerije. Our first declamation contest, we celebrated the work of Lola Shone, but in the last 3 years, we've been celebrating who? Mr. D.K. Chukwumerije. So it gives us an opportunity to learn about poetry, to build our confidence skills by giving us an opportunity at public speaking. So we'll be seeing all of this here today. Now, Mr. D.K. Chukwumerije is here with his team of judges. We have Mr. Felix. Please stand up for recognition, sir. This is Mr. Felix's first time at our school. What do you think about our school, Mr. Felix, so far?
Kind of exciting place.
Thank you. And then we also have, how many of you remember Auntie Michaela? We also have Auntie Michaela here with us. Please stand up for recognition. 2 sessions ago, Auntie Michaela was here with us. And then we have the man we are celebrating today. Who, everyone? Please rise for recognition.
Had enough money to buy any car. No sloppy jalopy, na straight tear rubber. Fitted with sat-nav, TV in the back, a banging sound system, fog lights in the dark. It would sound like thunder, run like a cheetah. If my pockets could bear it, I'll buy me a Hummer, complete with push start and those spinning rims. If God would just bless me with the car of my dreams. Okay, have the car. But where will you go? Should he also come and fix the road too? Fill the potholes and chase the armed robber that's waiting to rob you just at Lokoja? Wait. Should he also come and rewire your brain so you can stop driving as if you're insane and expand that road from Lac to Benin so you can enjoy the Lamborghini you're in? Should he build a hospital at Tungan Maji and man an emergency response unit at Kuje so you don't have to die or be flown to India when you tumble your car on the road to Kaduna? Should he also come and be the government and ensure that public funds are well spent, take care of those things that are nobody's own so you can enjoy the things that you own? Haba. Prayer on prayer, Bob, you know go tire. God take me, please take me, God take me higher. Higher to where? When the fastest car must still join the hold up at Gwagwalada. Don't put it on God and don't blame the devil. You just can't escape the fate of your people when there's no one to care for the common good. That car is quite useless, for there is no road.
Did you notice how the poet was just enjoying himself? Did you notice? I did notice. Now, parents, I'd just like to give you a little sneak peek into how we got to this point. There are about 20 children in the class, in every class, and every child was given the opportunity to go and memorize the poems and make the poems their own. For the most of the whole year, we've been looking forward to this event, so everybody has been practicing. And I tell you, for everybody who's going to perform today, for me, all of them are winners already, because it wasn't easy screening down from 20 to 10, and from 10 to 8, and from 8 down to 4. It was, believe me, the teachers and I had a really, really, really rough time. So please, before we start anything, give my children a round of applause.
The first poem our children will be declaiming today is titled Ogadimma by the Year 1 pupils. Now, Ogadimma is an Igbo word. So I'm just going to ask a Hausa parent what Ogadimma means. Aisha's mommy, what does Ogadimma? You know, it's one Nigeria we're talking about. What does Ogadimma mean? Keep thinking about it. Don't ask anyone. Think about it. While I'd like you to welcome to the high seats, the hot seats, Angela Ajetumobi. A round of applause for her. Boluwatife Ashin. Inim from Akpabio. And the last but not the least, Peter Ada. Yes, Mommy, are you ready to tell me what Ogadimma means? I know your house and all of that, but please tell me what Ogadimma means. Okay, perhaps a Yoruba parent can help me. Yes, Angela's mommy, what does Ogadimma mean?
It will turn out well.
A round of applause for her! Now you can see the very willing and eager participants ready to mount the stage. But I'd like to get an idea of what the poet had in mind when he was writing that particular poem.
Like she rightly said, okay, I think it will be well, things will be fine. So I wrote it as a way of encouraging myself and around me that even when you're going through bad times, just know that you're going to come on to it and things will get better.
Thank you. Now the judges will be judging the participants on the performance of the poem, the articulation, and the entertainment value of the poem. So are we ready, boys and girls? If you're ready, say Declamation Contest 2014! Good. And to the participants, enjoy yourselves. Don't try to speak into the mic. We can hear you. Just have fun. Are you ready, guys? Yeah! Then let's go. Welcome to the stage, Angela Ajetumobi.
Teachers are friends. My name is Angela Ajetumobi, and I'm the year one auditor. I'm here to declaim a poem titled Ogadimma, which means it will turn out well, written by Mr. Declamation. Our leaves are not forever dry. Don't matter how long, don't matter how strong. Don't matter how fierce the habitat, as long as our roots remain, will God hear them.
I will do well to remind you that she is just 5 and a little. So please give her a big round of applause. Now let us welcome Boluwatife Ashin.
My name is Katina Odin, and I'm here to say the poem titled Ogadimma.
It's already wrong. Okay, let us welcome to the stage. Let us welcome Amy Fun and
Good morning, parents, teachers, and friends. My name is Ilimfon Akabio. I am in year 1 Onyx, and I am here to declare a poem titled Ogadima, which means it will turn out well. Written by Mr. Dikechukwu Meriju. Our leaves are not forever dry. No matter how long, no matter how strong, no matter how fierce the harmattan, as long as our roots remain, we will bud again. Thank you.
I need to remind you, this is year 1. Give them a round of applause. Are we having fun, children? Are we having fun, parents? Parents, I can't hear you. Are we having fun, parents? Now join me to welcome the last but not the least, Peter Anna.
Mom, parents, and friends. My name is Peter Anna, and I'm here to live where
Sorry.
no matter how long, no matter how strong, no matter how fierce, as long as our roots
I cannot see my parents clapping for my children. I want to ask you, when you were 5 or 6, could you do what my children are doing? Sorry? I couldn't even speak. Give us a round of applause! Are we having fun yet? Are we ready for the next class? Then let's give our year 1 contestant a big round of applause. As they go to their seats. The next poem is titled Wango. It's titled Wango. And I'm going to ask a Hausa parent, is Igbo, or a Yoruba parent? Yes, I want you to ask. How we for the meaning of Wango. Let's go to follow that testimony. What does Wango mean?
Children are a shelter.
Again?
Children are a shelter.
We didn't see anything, so we'll give you a round of applause. Let's give us a round of applause. I'd like to quickly remind you that we're judging on performance, articulation, and entertainment. Now, Mr. GK, what did you have in mind when you were writing that poem, Wando?
Wando is a popular, a common Igbo name. This particular collection where this poem came from, I was experimenting because African names are always like, unlike European names, it was just somebody will have a child and call him blanket or stone or just something. But in Africa, names are always very philosophical. It's almost like you're giving the child a name to guide the child through life, or to record the circumstances in which that child was born, what that child means to you. So I did a collection based on Igbo names and the meaning of those names. So this is a fairly common name that means that your children are like your insurance. In your old age, they will take care of you. So your children, not your property, not your car, but your children are your shelter. When you become old, it's in your children that you will find shelter. So that's the meaning of the name.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. DK Chukwumerije. Now let's welcome, are you ready to welcome the year 2 contestants? Are you ready to welcome the year 2 contestants? If you're not ready, you go back to your class. You want to go back to your class? So I'm going to ask again, are you ready to welcome the year 2 contestants? More like it. So, let's welcome Chibusoma Arizewo. Also joining us will be Fatima Khan. Let's not forget the very special Start-Rite Desma. And the last but not the least, Terry and Doke. Are you ready for your performance? Are you ready for your performance? Then let's get ready to hear from Chibusoma Arize.
My name is Chibusoma Arize. I am here to present a poem titled Wando, Meaning Children and Our Shelter by Mr. DK Chukwumerije. Obelemwa, you are brave. Follow the rainbow. Live in the sun. When it starts to rain, think of me. My mother, for the years of your strength emptied into me. Take my arm. It is your time to run. My father, for the dreams you gave raising me. Take my arm. It is your time to run. Obelemwa, you are brave, but I have laughed every single day. It is your time to live. I want nothing more. Think of me.
Now, boys and girls, let me remind is very special point to her. For the years, you see that? For the years of your strength, empty into me. Mommy, tell me how long you practice. You must tell me, because I can see you in that child. I can see every bit of you. Tell me. Tell me, don't worry, so I see you, nobody.
I just listened.
Tell me. Just listen. And round of applause for mommy. Do you see how special our mommies are? They are always there to listen. Always there to listen. When we are sad, they listen to us, how we feel. They wipe away our tears. That's not to say that our fathers are not special. Our fathers are very, very, very special. Just imagine what life would be without our fathers. Daddies are there. They are strength. They are strong. They are ever present. Serving for us. A round of applause for all the daddies in the house, please. And the daddies to be, because I know some people are expecting children on the road. Let's welcome Andre Marie Santana.
Good morning, parents. My name is Andre Marie Santana. My friends love me. And the title of the poem I'm about to declaim is one which means children and children. Open and walk. You are brave, full of dream. The sun, when it starts to rain. My mother, for the years of your strength, everything is take my arm. My father, for the dreams buried, raising me, take my arm. Open and walk. You are brave, but I have won every single day. It is your time tonight. I want nothing more. Think of it. Thank you.
Obelewa. What does Obelewa mean? We studied it already. Little child. Oh, that was for you, especially your mommy. For the years of your strength, empty into me. Ha! We have one last participant. Let's see, what's his name again? Oh, welcome,
I can see my head teacher. I can see my head teacher. I can see my head teacher.
poetry. It will be more political, socially conscious poetry.
Can we pay attention?
And blind eye means and let me tell you a rule about poetry content. If somebody says something you like and they're doing it for you don't clap, you don't laugh. What you do is that you do another. So when you're doing a poetry contest, if they say something that you really like, you don't do like this. So you don't disturb the talking. Okay? So blind eye means essentially that as citizens of the country, we need to hold our government accountable. Like the fact that we turn a blind eye to so many things that allows corruption and so on and so forth to go on in the country.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. Chukwumeride. Now, let's welcome the SD participant, Salma Bello! There's also the very special Ake Omeruwe! Let's not forget the confident Becky Oguwa! And how about the outstanding David Mba? So, before you go off stage, I want to know exactly how long you practiced this poem.
2 weeks.
2 long weeks. How did it feel before you were picked for the finals?
I feel serious.
You felt serious. How about you?
I felt nervous.
You felt nervous. Was there anything in particular you decided you would do to make you stand out of the crowd?
I don't know.
Like you understand something? Oh, all right. Let's hear Blind Eye from Salma Bello.
governors. Blind eye, blind eye. Who do you know? Inflation is down by 0.2%, but the wages comes down up to rent. Our children are homeless in the gutter of the night. Our Badan Captain turned around. Flashing convoy pretends not to see. This life is false.
My God, perform, back, best Leo Goa.
Good morning, parents, teachers, and friends. My name is Linda, and I'm here to explain a poem titled Bankers by Mr. Declamation. In the gutters, children lie, caught and tied, turn a blind eye. Flashing bells, pretend not to see, abject scenes of poverty. Tomorrow, build a flywheel to fly in slums and sewers. High above the city lights, blind eye, blind eye. They see no more, so low, so high. Do they smell busting sewage, clogging the liver with this thinking garbage? Trapped in hospital children, tinted and blue. They can afford both long and throw away the chicken and kill. Feed the dog with fish and pill. Mark their walls, touch the sky, concrete bar. Blind eye, to the sky. Have they reckoned to get on a bike? What on earth you want the bus drivers to drive? They pay the extra for food when they start. They never select them to run for a government class. But then they let them recruit. Government and rules. Blind eye, blind eye. Real food. Inflation is down by 0.2%. But the wages come down and up goes the rent. Our children are homeless in the gutter of the night. And by that in Kaftan, turn a blind eye. A flashing convoy, pretend not to see. This life we live, this poverty. Thank you.
You know, it's amazing. Madam, do you remember when Becky joined Start-Rite? Can't you see the metamorphosis, the change? It's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome Miss Master David Mpa.
Good morning, parents, teachers, and friends. My name is Linda, and I'm blessed to be influencer to blind eye by Dr. Community. In the gutters, children lie. Caught and tied, turn the blind eye. Flashing bells pretends not to see. Abject scenes of poverty. Tomorrow, please, to fly over. To fly the slums and sewers over. High above the city lights, blind eye, they see no more, so low, so high. Do they smell the busting sewage, blowing the nassles with the stinking garbage? Trapped in hostel interiors, scented and cool, they can afford most mom's air free, and throw away the chickens and trills, and feed the dogs with fish and quails. Must their walls to touch the sky? Concrete bar, blind eye, to the scavenger. Have they wrestled to get on a bike? Walked already when the bus drivers strike. They pay the extra for food when it starts.
blind eye. But if you think about the words the children have spoken, isn't it indeed reflective of our country today? I don't know. Daddy, what do you think?
Absolutely true. Very, very
Let's give a round of applause to the three children as they go to their seats now. So far, so good, judges. How is it going? What do you think, Mr. Felix?
It's very performance, but trying to score is hard.
Oh, trying to score is a hard job. Okay, Auntie Nikeda, how about you? What's your experience like?
Scoring.
Did you hear that, boys and girls? You are so good! Give yourselves a round of applause! We're going to go to year 4. And the year 4 class is performing the poem titled Nonsense Talk. What did you say? That was a favorite in your class, wasn't it? I think so. Alright, before you come up stage, let's hear from Mr. Declamation. That's a pretty interesting title you have there, Nonsense Talk. What was on your mind when you wrote that one?
Well, we have these conferences and seminars, and white paper and blue paper and red paper. You know, it's just talk. And I think that form in particular, I was trying to say, let's try to focus on some of the key important things that we actually do. And we can't just say that our country and our continent is too much talking.
So we should stop talking and start doing, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now this class was particularly tough for me. Year 4 children, please give yourselves a round of applause. Welcome, Edwin Abasi. Udo! Inabo Enoye. Ephraim Ekane. Hang on, what's going on? It seems like the whole of Cross River is here today. Sarah Toma The stage belongs to you. Enjoy your poem. Give it your all. Give it your best. Now coming up stage is Edwin Abasi Udo.
Culture and society, written by Mr. Declamation.
going to become more powerful. Madam, so far, how do you feel about your children? I don't know, but you must speak with pride. These are all I have. I'm always so proud of my children, each and every one of them. So, today is our day. Nonsense talk as presented by Little Miss Enoken.
Good morning, panel, professor, judges, parents, teachers, and friends. My name is Enoken, and I'm here to declaim a poem titled Nonsense Talk by Mr. D.K. Okuchukwu from the book titled The Revolution. Why do you talk at big conferences? Talk about diversifying the economy. But when you come home, you tell your child to bury her dreams, to forget his heart, and go and become a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. Why do you talk at big conferences? Talk about realizing
actually never planned, and I was not invited today to come here, and believe me, I want to recognize him and credit him. He's not a wonderful thing. Well done.
We will be moving on to year 5. Oh, and I had an old student here. Oh, I'm going to say hello to the rest of the school. Huh? Does everybody remember Salah? Hello? Salah. Nice to see you. How's secondary school? You have to be back to your old school. Maybe you do something for us before the kids. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us hear from the year 5 pupils. They will be performing Camelia. Camelia means, let me ask another one.
Camelia means happiness.
Is there a difference like the synonym? Let us rejoice. Let us rejoice. So we are about to rejoice. We are about to celebrate. Let's welcome Aisha Rama Mota. Rama Oguwa. Testimony Etienne. And we said coffee speed. Are we ready? Ladies, no boy made it through to the last 4. Huh? Just 3 ladies, and all girls are paired, is it? It is? Okay, so are you ready? Let's hear from Aisha! Yes,
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aisha Mota, and I'm here to present a poem titled Camelia from the book Akamefila by Mr. I hear the sound of voices singing in a land of broken trees, above the tempest troubled. I hear the sound. Burdened men dancing in their heavy chains, standing in cold, lasting rain. Burdened men dancing. I hear the sound of people laughing in the wilderness. Right from darkness. I hear something laughing. Burdened women smiling in their poverty, laughing with adversity. Burdened women smiling. Should I sit here crying because of bare feet when there are those who have no feet? And I can hear them singing. Thank you.
Let's welcome Rama Oguwa.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Emma Oguwa, and I'm here to present a book titled Camelia by Mr. I hear the sound of voices singing in a land of broken trees, above the tempest-troubled seas. I hear the sound of singing. Burdened men dancing in their heavy chains, standing in cold, lashing rains. Burdened men dancing. I hear the sound of people laughing in the wilderness, coming from a frightful darkness. I hear somebody laugh. Burdened women smiling in their poverty, grappling with adversity. somebody. Burning women smiling in their poverty, grappling with adversity. Burning women smiling. Should I sit here crying because of bare feet when there are those who have no feet and I can hear them singing?
And now it is time for the final participant in the entire class. Let's welcome Wednesday Coffee Spirit.
My name is Rita, and I'm just preparing the website and the left from the road to Abuja. I hear the sound of voices singing in a land of broken trees, above the tempest, troubled sea. I hear the sound. Burning men dancing in their heavy chains, standing in with lashing rain. Burning men dancing. I hear the sound of people laughing in the wilderness, coming from a frightful darkness. I hear somebody. Burning women smiling in their poverty, grappling with adversity. Burning women smiling. Should I sit here crying because of their feet when there are those who have no feet and I can hear them singing? Thank you.
Very interesting poem, Mr. DK. And the rendition, equally, even more interesting. But what did you have in mind when we were writing this poem? So we're talking about Andrew.
It's just to count your blessings, really. And sometimes you forget how privileged you are compared to a lot of other people. And you spend a lot of time complaining about yourself. And when you look across and see what other people are dealing with, and how I was blessed to be surrounded by people who laughed a lot. And even though we were going through some really terrible things, they taught me how to laugh and how to get on with it. So, I'm going to yell at the world, let's say, just be happy with what you have and get on with it.
Did you enjoy the poems? Yes. Did you enjoy declaring that particular poem? Yes. Then let's give them a round of applause. At this point in time, there was something else done by Mr. DK Chukwumerine. Yes, we want DK.
I had it with me a moment ago, my head bent over my Abadi, trying to read, but having some trouble memorizing my periodic table. It was safe and sound, as in my head. I tried to remember what I just read, but laughing aloud, so that's how I cram whenever I'm studying for an exam. Hydrogen first, then helium, then lithium, and beryllium. Then there is, I think it's boron, and after that one, I'm quite sure it's carbon. The next one is easy, I know it's oxygen. Following it, I'm sure it's nitrogen. What is the name of the ninth element? I just can't remember. So I opened my eyes to look in the text, saw that fluorine was next on the list. The neon, sodium, then magnesium. The next one was easy, it was just aluminium. Like that I was going, just quietly cramming, just minding my business and quietly learning. I had it with me, still safe and secure as I closed my eyes to remember some more. Silicon, yes. Phosphorus next. Sulfur and chlorine follow with this. What is the name of that one? That's when I heard someone whisper, argon. I opened my eyes in shock and surprise, and then you were standing with crystal clear eyes. A smile on your lips, a hand on your hips, your beauty as rare as a lunar eclipse. I couldn't stop staring in awe and amazement. No words could have paid you a better compliment. I knew you were speaking, your lips were moving, so I quickly willed life back into my hearing. I see you, Amaka. I see you, Amaka. But keep up the good work. You inspire me. Good luck with that test. You said quietly. Then you turned around and continued talking. Carry on going where you had been going. I couldn't stop staring till you left the building. It was only then I could breathe again. I sat in my chair and stared at the ceiling. 2 days to continue reading. It had been with me just a moment ago, save as I studied my Ababiyo. But then you came and crossed my path, and now I think I've just lost my heart.
Do you want to know my favorite part? That's my favorite part. Now, the last time Mr. Declamation was in this hall for the Declamation contest, we hadn't yet lost the great literary icon, Mr. Who? No! Who can help me? Which of the parents can help me? We haven't yet lost him. Exactly. We haven't yet lost Chinua Achebe. Now we're going to see something DK did. In your private time, parents, you can look at it on YouTube. But before we see it, let's hear what was on DK's mind when he wrote that poem to Chinua Achebe.
Chinua Achebe is very important, not just as a writer, but he helped to put at the time when he started writing, the convention was that Africa had no history, we had no culture, we had no civilization, we had no past to be proud of. And one of the things that motivated him to write was to talk back to the West and tell them that it's not true. Before you guys came here, we had a functional society. And that's why it's so important, both in literature and in society and in our history. And at the time they were doing the memorial, they went around Nigeria during events in different cities. When they came to Abuja, I was contacted and they asked me to do a poem in my memory. And if you're going to do something in memory of Chinua Achebe, you had better be on point, you know. And that was the motivation. He is such an inspiration. And the memory of him and what he did inspired me to do the poem.
Now we're going to see that poem in memory of Chinua Achebe by Declamation.
Asim cambia malumife kwa beziuku. Asi no gunabo nanyuku. Hell, onwada tu igirigi ada. Hell, nani. Is it true? Is it true that the calabash broke and I'll no longer drink from it? That the sound of the drums will no longer move your lips to sing because the owl was heard in the trees last night. And Udogwanya Meh, the terrible masquerade, was seen in the market this morning. They said he stopped at your door. Nani, is it true? Is it true that your name was called in the night? Asinafu Yino Shimili. Somebody said they saw you across the river, on the river, and they called to you, but you did not answer. Nani, is it true? Is it true that your footprints were seen on the dusty path to the farm, but the searchers went and they could not find you? Only the lingering scent under the palm tree and the sound of a man whistling, but fading into the bush. Was it you, Nani? Is it true? Did the wind that blew last night break the heart of the earth? Did it hide the moon? Did it blow out the stars? Is this the sound of the river weeping? What is this silence? Did it fall? Did the Iroko fall last night? Ah! Then let me dance. Maka mberedeke jamadike. You cannot follow a lion with tears. Tell those who are wailing in the night to be silent. An elephant has passed this way. I can see his tracks deep like the gorges left by a rampaging river. It was he who took our stories and wrote them on the underbelly of the heavens, that the farthest ends of the earth may know the name. Okonkwo Okwejejemba stood up for us in this contest for dignity, answered those who said we were savages without history, took the language of the oppressor, bent it to the service of the oppressed. Tell them to be silent. It is this man that has passed. Stood up for us in this contest for dignity, answered those who spoke with bullets and bombs. Still he stood in their way, wielding nothing but words, the shield of conviction, his faith in ideas. Tell them to be silent. It is this man that has passed. And in his wake, let the sun rise to the sound of a flute, to the steady beat of an unbroken drum, to the thunder of guns, to the chanting of warriors. Enyo, Allah, that death may know it has swallowed an eagle, Ugonabo Gidi, but it will never swallow his voice. Nine, it is true. Ngwajabe, Nugwamao, Dikekaleo, Odogwamadu. Ngwajabe, Jabendo. Go in peace.
In that class. Yeah? So let's welcome Hawa Shehu. Chekube Okunowo. Chidera Ekwelibe. Christina the experience preparing for this program? How did you feel preparing to declaim this word?
It was easy for me.
It was easy for you? It walked in the park for you? High five, girlfriend. How about you, Chekube? What was the experience like?
It was sort of tough, but I made it.
Chidera, how about you?
It was normal.
It was normal. It was normal. Just like other exam you've been writing, right? And even for you too. Yeah, how about you?
A bit competitive.
A bit, I would say a whole lot, because it was difficult picking who would finally get on the stage to declaim the poem. Now, the 6 children are going to declaim Africa Stand Up. But before they go ahead to declare this poem, let's hear from Mr. Dike. Dike, what was on your mind when you were writing this poem, Africa Stand Up?
Just to take personal responsibility, this is your thing. You have to do it. So if we stand up, Africa stands up. You can't separate it. Nobody can come and tell about this because we have to do it ourselves.
Of thoughts crisscrossed to form a snare.
our parents are learning something from this show. Mommy, what do you think?
I think this is the beginning of greater things to come. Because I can see confidence, I can see hope, I can see the ability to touch the sky.
How very right you are! This is just the beginning of great things to come. Now join me in welcoming Chikera Ekweme!
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chikera Ekweme, and I'm here to recite the poem titled Africa Stand Up by Mr. Declamation. Miles and miles on gone ahead, for we those children of the dead. Cover the fields of many years, yet not as with tears. It's as dogs upon the cups, as carrions upon the cups, which relish putrid rotten flesh, we wallow in this flesh. Of thoughts cross to form a snare, of lies half-truths and words of air, of power fueled by human blood, of brothers crossing swords, of wealth and beauty so many stars, of rights measured by what you have, of men who move from distance high that shroud the land in night. Too long our cries have gone ahead, too long justice has slumbered yet, too long we fear to change the way, but now this is the day to choose a different destiny, by will, by faith, by bravery, to turn the curse to pull it back, this nation touching in the dark, to choose to be a different man, and dare to dream and say I can, to shun the path of tricks and lies, and set the truth before our eyes. For we who are Africans, we build or break this Africa, to raise our land, we take for each man should rise up to his feet. Thank you.
The judges specifically. You have years and years and years of experience of watching adults perform poetry. Performance poetry, you call it, huh? Your adults, all the adults you have been assessing and judging, do they compare to my children? Let me hear you.
Well, you know easy, but
Yes, Michaela, let me hear from you.
Honestly, this is amazing. I know grown-ups don't have the confidence. I know if I have the confidence.
Every other grand slam poetry event we have, I try to be there. And I see what happens. What do you have to say?
This particular class, this is really, really good. This is really key. The rhythm, you know, the rhythm, that's how you know a good performance when you get the rhythm, you know. And it's as good as what we see in the chorus.
What do you mean as good? Better! Better, better, better!
Now let's hear from Christina.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Christina Enodian, and I'm here to declare a poem titled Africa Stand Up by Mr. Declamation. Miles and miles on run ahead, for we those children of the dead, covered the filth of many years, yet not moved to tears. Is it as dogs upon a corpse, as carrions upon a corpse, which relish putrid, rotten flesh, we wallow in this flesh. Of thoughts crisscrossed to form a snare, of lies half-truths and words of air, of power fueled by human blood, of brothers crossing swords, of wealth and push so many starve, of rights measured by what you have, of men who rule from distant heights and shroud the land at night. Too long our cries have gone unheard. Too long justice has slumbered dead. Too long we fear to change this nation touching in the dark. To choose to be a different man and dare to dream and say, I can. To shun the path of tricks and lies and set the truth before our eyes. For we who are Africans, we build or break this Africa. To raise our land, it takes 1 feet. Each man should rise up to his feet.
If you're going to clap, you better give a very good clap. And you need to give an even better clap because I am so very proud of this year's class. Do you want to know how many Yoruba children I have? Do you want to know how many children pass the common entrance of different secondary schools? Give my children a round of applause. Now we're going to watch something else by Mr. Declamation as they put the scores together, and then we'll see another performance.
The title of this piece is The Way of the Warrior.
It is the way of the earth that holds in its womb the secrets of death. It will not leave the way open. Its defenses will not be broken. Though they come and they attack, the waves will break upon its back. It is the way of water, the endless patience of the river, always moving, always still, always iron in its will. What it cannot crush to ground, it will find a way around. It is the way of the wind. It will not break, that will bend. Felt but unseen, always full of nothing, grazing gently like a feather, but breaking trees in its power. It is the way of fire. You cannot quench this desire. No chains can bind the settled heart. No walls can stand upon its path. It matters not if you see me coming. Nothing can stop the sun from rising. It is the way of the warrior, the motionless face of a clear mirror. He that looks and sees himself and is at peace with himself will find the way is always open, for his greatest enemy is already broken.
I would like to show you some of the gifts that the participants will be going home with today. So we'll be going home with that. We'll also be going home with this CD as well, titled Revolution Has No Tribe. And this year we have a new addition to the collection that we haven't seen before. It's titled Malaika. It's titled Malaika. Again?
We don't have enough copies, but you can always get copies from
copies from? From Silverbird and Sally Plaza. So if you want a copy of this, make sure you get money to go to Silverbird or
Sally Plaza. Now you can take it a notch higher. If mommy gets it for you, I am sure Mr. DK will be happy to autograph it for you. There's also another new thing that we haven't seen
before. Another new book. I would like Mr. DK to personally introduce this new book to us. We haven't seen it. And guess what? This time next year we'll declare some points from this book. Please tell us a little about this book.
On my wings, I think this is my fourth collection of poetry. On my wings, as usual. It's in this book I collected poems I had written from when I first started writing poetry, which was in GS3. You know, so it's poetry from about 1992 all the way up. And it's sort of philosophical, autobiographical, and it's just a poetry because for me, when I was a child or when I was a teenager, writing poetry was how I go through life. You know, when bad things happened to me, if I got bullied, if I had got broken, if I struggled in school, I wrote. So it's just a poem over the years I've used to encourage myself, to motivate myself, to become better as a human being and better in everything I do. So that's what it is.
Thank you very much, Mr. DK. From Mr. DK before we have the presentation of certificates and pictures taken.
This poem is titled You and Me. It's something I like to do everywhere I go because of the message in the poem. It's titled You and Me. Planes falling from the air, bombs exploding here and there, guns spitting, knives slitting, ghostly towns with dead men walking, children crying in the night, tired, burning, pungent, bright, all the land that lived in chaos and the bad become the world. But someone somewhere crying, God, that he come and do his word. Send his lightning and his thunder, rip this evil cloud asunder. For the noxious poisonous tree has its roots in you and me, draws its out from you and me, while within this misery, someone blamed it on the devil. But I've never seen the devil with his pocket full of. Now, what's that line? I forgot my line. This is really strange. There's a children. Normally, when I'm performing professionally, if I forget my lines, I just jump to the next. So, planes falling from the air, bombs exploding here and there, guns, spitting, knives, slitting, ghostly towns with dead men walking, children crying in the night, tired, burning, pungent, bright, all the land that drifted in chaos, and the bad become the worst. But someone somewhere crying, God, that he come and do his word, send his lightning and his thunder, rip this evil cloud asunder. For the noxious poisonous tree has its roots in you and me, draws its out from you and me, while within this misery, someone blames it on the devil. But I've never seen the devil with his pocket full of money meant for everybody, keeping in the sanctity of the faith, integrity. It was You who took a machete, smoked a blow and went to market, cut the throats of little children for what crime they were not Muslim. And it was me who picked the gauntlet high on the blue and burning hate, stopped the car, picked out Muslims, burnt them all to avenge Christians. It was you who put a bomb on, blew a hole in our nation. It was me who put a suit on, went to work and stole the nation. It was you who took my hand. It was us hand in hand, blowing, stealing, bombing, looting. There's no devil in this thing. Just a bunch of little people thinking they can devour other people, steal their peace and keep their own, take their lives and keep their own, keep their land and burn the country. When that land is in that country, thoughtless, mindless, careless people, nothing else, just we the people. So the devil, he is there, has no need to work hard here. You and me can handle this. You and me can wreck all this. So to God, if you're there, there's no need to come down here. You and me can handle this. You and me can save all this.
That's another one of my favorite points. So the ethnic children can look forward to doing this particular one next year. A round of applause for yourself, everyone! We have come to the part we have all been waiting to see.
Who is going away with Mr. DK's gifts? That's what we're going to see now. At this point in time,
I would like the judges to speak to us before we know who is going away with what.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really impressed with the turnout. This is my second time here, and it's even better than it was last time. Parents, you should really, keep encouraging your children to pursue their passions, the things that will encourage them to harness their creativity, because what we've seen here now is just a poetry contest, but they can represent this country, and what they've done today is just amazing. I'm really impressed.
Well, yeah, this is my very first time here, and first of all, I need to apologize because I was supposed to have. Why now? Why did you do like this? Okay, I was supposed to have been here last year, but I wasn't in Nigeria then. The previous year said it, so I'm very happy that I finally fulfilled the promise that I would come here. But that aside, first of all, I want to thank everyone. First of all, the children. Please can you clap yourselves? I saw the excitement when we were just passing by in their class that these children were really looking forward to this performance. And I look back when I was in Otakara school. Do you know what is Otakara school? I went to a primary school where we used to say, Aka, the people, I don't know that. So that was the kind of primary school we went to. And I remember it was my mother, that popular poem. And I was in primary 3 and I called my family members to come and watch me perform, and I forgot my lines. So you can imagine these ones, they never forgot their lines. They did so well. Honestly, I do performance poetry, but I haven't done it in a very long time. And these ones, if I am to compete with you, honestly, you will beat this one too. So I want to thank you all for your excitement, your optimism. I saw the interesting thing. I never knew there was anything like this when we were small. And performance poetry has grown. And if I just give you a little secret, DK last year, he performed in London at an event I attended, and people were wow. So you can imagine that some of you will be performing before United Nations. So I encourage you that while you're studying, poetry should be something you keep doing so that you learn to do it better than Uncle DK, so that
Someday you'll be celebrated better than Okutike. Yes, it's my friend. I want you to be better than him. I'm really proud of all of you. I can't even express it. You know how it feels to hear your words from the mouth of children. There's something else. And for the parents, when I started writing poetry, people used to laugh at me. They said it was very easy to see things. What are you doing in school in those days? Between lectures, I would be writing poetry, and people used to laugh. But I read law. I made it 2-1 in school. You know, I'm not. But of everything I have, it is poetry that has taken me the farthest, that has opened the most doors for me. It's not the degree I have, it's poetry. As simple, as ridiculous as it looks, even me sometimes, I can't believe it. You know, 2 years ago I was in Bern, in Switzerland. Somebody had bought a copy of The Revolution Has No Triumph at a university in Switzerland and read it and said, we need you to come and speak to us. These were postgraduates, professors and doctors. What these children are becoming is somebody in a university somewhere studying for their master's and postgraduates. And as I stood in that auditorium in front of all these old doctors and professors, I just thought to myself, can you imagine? Poetry, not anything I have. As intelligent as I am, they don't want to know it, they don't want to listen to my poetry. So I believe that if God gives you a gift, it's for a reason. You may be the first person ever to do it. So nobody else has done it before. You have nobody to follow. You have no example. But if you have a gift or a talent, then it is your responsibility and the responsibility of your guardians to ensure that that gift or talent does not die. And that it blossoms and flourishes, because there is a reason. Everything in this world is put here for a reason. So if a child is born with a gift, even if you don't understand it, don't let it die. Because one day to find its place, to find its stage, to find where it has to be expressed, somebody needs that gift. So I'm really proud of you. Continue to speak these words because they contain truths that will help you develop into a good person. And even if you're not a poet, just the confidence to go on a stage and talk to a crowd. Confidence is transferable to anything you do in life. The moment you have the confidence to know what you know and to express it, it will help you. No matter what you become in life, you will always be able to stand in front of anybody and make your case. And that is something that you really can't buy or even learn in school. These are the kind of things that you learn it from. So well done, and keep it up.
And when in front says, Daddy, I want to be a rapper, what are you going to do? At this point in time, I would like to invite the poet, Mr. D.K. Chukwumerije. His judges to the stage. We are going to be giving the certificates out. Am I here? One people's ready? Yes. Am I here? One people's ready? Yes. All right. Everybody did a good job. So give yourselves a round of applause. Peter Adel was 4.
Chicken.
Mommy, please, bring the twins. It's a family picture. Bring the twins. Oh. Too many gifts. Our hands can't carry everything. Fantastic. Now, going to say, we're going to take a picture with everyone. Please move back. With all the judges. A round of applause for your own privilege, everyone. Big smile. Say cheese. Say hamburgers. Say kufu and ewedu. All right. A round of applause for your one. This way.
Mr. Chicken.
And now we move on to year 2. Are we ready for year 2? In the year 2 class,
Come on,
for coming fourth and doing an excellent job under the colours of Wando, meaning children are a shelter. Welcome, Chibusoma Arinze. Chibusoma Arinze. Is mommy or daddy here? Chibusoma's mom.
From here, you're going to take this way.
Good job. Hold on, wait for one thing. Next, for coming third, join me in welcoming none other but Andre Marie Diendekwa. Why don't you join me to welcome the one, the only Fatima Can Fatima's mommy please come up to take a picture with Fatima? Fatima's mommy please join us very quickly. A lifetime experience. When she's 30-something and she's the president of Nigeria. I have this picture as proof. It all started from Start-Rite School. Now you see, I have a little problem. And what we're going to do now, we're starting an association of Beretta Aboke's friends. This association is going to make a donation. And the reason this association of Beretta Aboke's friends is going to make a donation is because I made a promise that I'm not very sure I can keep. You see, I didn't even think it would happen. I said, is it there? I will buy, no problem. Also,
She has tempo in her voice. Wow, I'm so proud of Tifa. Your hard work. Oh, I'm telling you.
Now let's take a group picture. Group picture.
Me? Oh, you sit down first.
Thank you. And now it's time for your six. Are you ready for your six? Let's welcome Howard Shehu. Let's take a picture of Howard. Picture of Howard. Thank you. Howard, smile. Christina and Morgan coming first. Chekube Okunawa coming second.
Are you surprised? She deserved it. She deserves the first. She really tried. You take me and see her later.